Hello and welcome to our community. This is my channel. I'm Mr. Marple and I'm producing Psy, Techno, Goa, sometimes even drum and bass live using my mobile setup with micro synthesizers like the Korg Volca FM2 and some other nice gear, and my guitar. So if you want to support me, feel free just to join us for free or to watch my replays, or you can subscribe. There are 3 tiers and you have a benefit of it. You can download the mixes as MP3 or even as FLAC, and even royalty free if you decide for tier 3. And yeah, I hope you have much fun. Just feel free to look around and hear around, and always feel free to ask questions. Welcome. Ja, mein Experiment mit Deutsch geht zu Ende. Ich habe mich dazu entschieden, einfach beim Englischen zu bleiben. Ich hoffe, das ist für alle in Ordnung, aber es heißt nicht, dass ich es komplett ad acta lege. Es ist eine kleine Pause, einfach weil niemand auf Deutsch geantwortet hat, deswegen. Und auch nicht auf Französisch, ne? Aussi pas au français. Yeah, what I said is I would like to take a break from my experiment talking German and French. There are many reasons. Firstly, it's a little bit exhausting because you have to repeat everything and think about everything, and yeah, even if if German is my mother tongue and I feel more freely in this language, up to now nobody used it. So sometimes people write during the chat in English or even in French. That's totally fine. It can stay like that. But I will stop the repeating exercise for myself. It was an experiment and it worked out. So after a little bit of research, I found out that most of my viewers are from the English-speaking countries. So yeah, you're welcome. And always say if something doesn't fit. Hi, Brundle. Good to see you too. Hi. Thanks for joining. And of course, thanks for joining as moderator. It's the first time for me to have somebody like you helping me with the communication things. So yeah, let's see where we get. I don't think it will get crowded today like it was last Sunday. What you can see in the background is the concert from Sunday. It was just 1 hour long, approximately, and that's how long we will talk today about it. It was awesome. I had in peak 217 viewers, I think, and on average there were 83. It was really, really exciting to have so many viewers on our side and to talk to them and have also critical voices. There were critics about harmonics and everything, and I want to talk about this today. Yeah, 217. That's pretty much. And yeah, it's really ambient in the beginning. That's because my predecessor. Who was my predecessor actually? Was it Control Alt or was it? No, it wasn't. Brundlefly, now you can help. oh. Peinlich. I don't remember. But it was like it was untypical for this artist to make only soundscapes, no beat, no drum pattern at all. And I realized it like 20 minutes before I started. I always prepare some things because what I do is I want to give concerts, not like production combination stuff. So you don't watch me while I'm producing anything, and it takes perhaps 1, 2, or 8 hours up to there's a song finished, and you can see the beat making, the producing, perhaps some sampling, the synthesizer tweaking, the parameters, the track building, the mastering in the DAW. That's also exciting and of course an adventure for many people, but it's not my workflow. My workflow is like I want to jam, I want to play, and actually I don't like being watched during my production or tweaking series. I don't know why. Perhaps it has something to do with animal behavior. If you are watched, you are going to be eaten very soon. I don't know. Yeah. So what you get from my events is always concert stuff. So I have to produce some things, and I know many other artists do it the same, like David Forever or Rayoa, and some others don't, like Bleep Temple and Squirrel Music and so on. And Squirrel Music and some others just change it up. No? Sometimes they just produce, like you can watch over their shoulder, and sometimes they are prepared. And I'm in the middle of it. I'm always kind of prepared, like the drum patterns will never be like I make it up now in the moment. Perhaps I tweak some sounds or I use the effects from the KO2, of course, and every time I will do something with the loudness or for drops, my fake drops. We talked about it earlier, and that's fine. But yeah, I won't build full pattern during the session because I need perhaps 10 minutes up to 50 months. No, but it can take a pretty long time, so I don't do this. Yeah, and I decided for myself that I want to use these talks for like kind of a radio thing. So I talk during the openers and in breaks where I do some kind of build-up, and in the other parts I just stay quiet so you can listen to the music, and you don't have to repeat the other mixes, but feel free if you want. So yeah, and my predecessor just had 1 hour out of only ambient sound, and I wasn't prepared for that, so I had to get along with it, and it worked fine, I think. Not only for me, and yeah, so it's just soundscape ambient sound in the beginning, but stay tuned, it will get dancey and wobbly later on. There, I'm starting to use the Probias Mini. It's a Behringer mini synth clone from the Prophet. It's very it's predestined for soundscapes, for sound drones, and I abuse it for arpeggiators. Arpeggiator is calling it, and there are also many distortion filters on it. Actually, it's only the one distortion gear I'm using out of the box. It's the Electron Heat. The drums are also rooted into it for more crunch and crispness. Yeah, I have new visualizations, as you can see. It's not so much upfront as it has been before. It changes between black and white and color and everything, and I wrote many macros to fix that, and sometimes they are doing crazy shit, so yeah, we'll see. What I used the month before, the 40 days now, no, not the total time, perhaps 20 days. It was like NASA streaming stuff, live streaming from space. I stopped, and the Space Nights from our television, BR Alpha, Bayerischer Rundfunk. It's Bavarian television, and they have it. And I stopped doing this week because I found the Electric Sheep again to use as visualization, and I recorded some nice videos in our city, and they will come next week or this week on Sunday or Saturday. I'm not sure about when I do play. The next thing I will be playing is the Squiz Festival, Squirrel Festival, Squiz Fest. It's on 18th of August, I think, at 1 p.m. Yeah, but we have enough time for that. No, and I will try to use these visuals. I kind of copy pasted this style, studio style from David Forever, actually, because he always has these awesome self-made videos from, I think it's Prague in the Czech Republic. He films himself, he has people walking around in slow-mo and everything, and I didn't want to copy that one-to-one, so I made something different, but I recorded a video of my own, and I'm looking forward to use it. Oh, thanks. I hope so, yes. Okay, visuals. Yeah, we can talk about them. Now, it's the last time I used these Earth as Art videos. And it's also the last time I used them because they broke in the middle of the concert, and you have just a still picture. And that's weird because it was a browser plugin for OBS, so I just used the HTML site to streaming, and somehow it collapsed. So again, I'm not for using computers during live setups. I'm a concert guy, I'm a live guy, and so often I have things going on with computers. Our first big festival is like 100 years ago. Everything worked fine except of my keyboard. Somehow it was detuned. I didn't work it out, and I played detuned. It was kind of weird, but that's all I could do. For the next concert, I manually disabled all faders on this keyboard because I was so scared that something could happen like this. And then I had stutters, like computer stutters during the concert, and I decided to go backwards, back to hardware. There can also go something wrong, like battery power or something breaks, or yeah, of course also stutters and everything, but you can turn it off and on again during seconds normally, sometimes even unnoticeable. The IK Uno, for example, is a bad example for starting fast. It's in the upper right, my bass synth. The IK Uno needs, I don't know, perhaps it's 50 seconds to restart, and that's bad because I use it for chaining the MIDI signal towards the other gear. Yeah, but that's it. And my setup is portable, no? So if I mention it too often, just tell me. But I can take it everywhere. I have a battery pack, and I can play at the beach, I can play on the street, I can play up on mountains, in the forest. If I want to play longer than 3 hours, I need solar power, so sun. But normally I'm not going outdoors to play in the rain. Like today, we have a really rainy weather, so I really appreciate doing some streaming today. Yeah, I think we can have a short break. Some sounds coming in, and I will return in some minutes. trying to use this small build-up part for a little explanation of what I'm doing this weekend, because perhaps you hear it if you use headphones or you have a sub connected to the stereo system. The bass sound and the kick, they are not harmonizing pretty well. It's a problem I have during live concerts, that if you tweak with the bass sounds or the kick, but normally I try to avoid changing the kick sound, as I did this Sunday. But I cannot avoid to tweak the bass synth. So I found an EQ. Normally I use TDR Nova. There is a free version and the Gentleman's Edition. And the Gentleman's Edition is, I think, about $50. And I think you don't get enough for that money, because normally you have 4 sweeps, for like bands, and in the Gentleman's Edition you get 6, okay, and you can turn some automation on and off, okay, but the Nova isn't able to EQ. Oh, it's a dynamic EQ. It's a fantastic equalizer. It's dynamic. The visualizations are great. You see everything. It's fine. It's not CPU hungry. You can use it on old PCs and everything's fine. But it's not possible to do mid or side chaining or progression, and that's why my sound sounds so muddy in some parts, because now if you imagine sound being, or music being, the whole room, you have upper areas and down areas, and you have left, right, and the center. And during mastering, it's very important to localize every sound in the room. Like, okay, your stereo effect should be very left and right. Your bass, your kick, and perhaps the snare or the hi-hat should be very upfront, through the middle. And then, of course, you have like guitar and synthesizers. They should be like a little bit left, a little bit right, a little bit up, a little bit down, not overlapping to other sounds. And you only are able to do that by using dynamic EQing and or mid-side EQing. And I have one now, and I'm really looking forward to present it to you. Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, you can hear it if you're using headphones. So I leave you to the sounds for some minutes, so you can experience the old me, the descending me sound. Yeah, hello Mr. Cookie and thanks for following. Actually, I just wanted to insert something because yeah, sometimes my voice acts during the concert are really shitty. I don't know why, because the mic is being compressed, but sometimes it's a little bit noisy or too loud, and sometimes it's really quiet. I will see what I'll do about it. But it won't get better this weekend because, yeah, I have a new equalizer. I told you it's a dynamic EQ like Nova from TDR. It's Tone Boosters EQ4. Sometimes they have it in sale for like £9. I had to pay a little bit more, but it's an awesome EQ because it's dynamic and you can make mid and side processing. So that means that you can leave your kick out of your stereo scaping and have it like more upfront, and that's what I did. I also checked it out, but I'm very excited to use it on Sunday. Yeah, I had this fail on Sunday with Leah J. I had a typo and the raid with over 80 people went to another Leah J. And she has an amazing channel. Just look it up if you like electronic music, because her mastering is really awesome. It's like professional, out of the box everything. Thanks for that. Yeah, because mostly what I hear on Twitch is like my stuff. It's like the mastering is fine and everything, but you need 1 to 5 minutes perhaps, so that your ears get used to it, especially if you use headphones or good headphones or good speakers with subs, because it doesn't sound like normal AAA productions. Not so with Leah J. She really makes improvisations out of the box and it sounds nice. Yeah. I see Mr. Cookie and Brundle are socializing. Hi, and thanks for checking out. Yeah, bad internet connection. I'm streaming from Germany, so it's status quo here. I wonder that you can see me at all. Yeah. So, but now there's some progression going on, and I'll leave it to you. Hear you in some minutes. yeah, use this short break to intervene. Let's get to my title today, Swift or Apple? What is the difference, or what are the similarities between Taylor Swift and Apples? I think they have a lot in common. Like, apples are the number one go-to if you want to eat something healthy. There are even slogans for apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away and stuff. There are stories like Wilhelm Tell and the snake, of course, the biblical snake. An apple is like a godness for eating healthy. As is Taylor Swift for pop music today. 20 years ago or 30 years ago and 40 years ago, it was Michael Jackson, king of pop. I read comparison about both of them, and it's difficult to compare because there was no internet or social media in his time, and so he claims some world records she hasn't bet already, so like I think more vinyl and more CDs and stuff, but today people are listening to Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube Music or some digital stuff normally, so you can't compare those. With people knowing who you are. Like an apple, everybody knows apples, right? Or perhaps not. Perhaps there are countries, like in India, they pray to cows. In Germany, we pray to potatoes. Our légumes de la culture, yeah, our vegetable to go. Yeah, and perhaps there are countries they don't have apples or don't eat apples or don't like it, or perhaps they have allergies against them. But normally, I would say nearly every person on earth knows what an apple is. As it is with Michael Jackson, but not with Taylor Swift, because there are third world countries. She doesn't go there, like to give concerts or to play there or to sell stuff. They don't have or use Spotify or Apple Music or what else you are using, or Twitch, of course. So she's not as known, not as famous as he was, but she's young, she has time. So and she does everything for it, I think, like everybody who wants to be that fame. Like, did you see that on the stage in Germany with the small child? There was a girl, and suddenly there was a girl on the stage, and she hugged her and she gave her her hat, and everybody is like, "Oh, it's so awesome!" And yeah, it is, but it is nearly obviously show. It's okay. Everybody needs it if you want to. Yeah, Brundle, I think it's the same. Michael Jackson is way more famous, but she has time. He ruled over nearly 3 decades of pop. She has 1 now, so give her 20 years and we will see what she makes out of it. I would like to say I hope that there will be no catastrophes with her personality and no drama llama ding dong. Yeah, but history taught us they all have some bodies in the cellar. That's funny about her, because in a philosophical way she is very healthy for girls and for women, because of her creation of a safe space for female persons, and that's a good one. was really a good one. Yeah, his memory will live longer than hers no matter what. Yeah, just because he was the first one to do this. And of course, his art is exceptional. What he did for blacks and what he did for minorities and all that is really, really hard to play. And, he died under circumstances where I had the feeling nobody loves him any longer because of these accusations. And that's why I always try, of course only I can try, I cannot 100% guarantee that I fix that, but I try to divide the artist of his art, just to watch it as separated beings. Because yeah, if you know a person is like anti-feminist or feminist or like vegan or non-vegan or like masochist or voyeurist or I don't know, political reasons or ethnic reasons or morality or I don't know what you think is bad in a character, it will separate you from the art. So I have to try to stay out of this line. Everybody should. Same as Prince, yeah, you're right. But Prince was too much like showman for me. And I didn't like his voice, but that's just subjective. It's like taste. I leave you to this part because we had a listener who loved this part, so I appreciate that. Stay quiet. I have to interrupt at this point because you can hear very clearly how when the kick fades in, the bass sub-sound is getting smeary or muddy. Yeah, but I fixed that, so yeah. And what you can see, not hear, is the angle of view I changed to this more like standard perspective of view from above. But I'm so sorry that you can't see my keyboard, because every time I play the keyboard or I use the compressor or the pedals, you can't see anything. I would need a second camera. Perhaps it will be there sometime in the centuries. And up till then, I aim for a new angle. I will try to show you more of my live stuff when I'm not using the synths but using the keyboard, without losing the angle where you can recognize some buttons or stuff. Perhaps you want to learn or copy. Don't copy my style! No, don't do this, it's not good. It's forbidden. Except you subscribed for millions of money, of course. No, copy as much as you want. That's learning. What else is learning if not copy-paste? Yeah. So, apples or Swifties. We had. Oh no, let's start different. We have an artist or a comedian. It is a comedian, Oliver Pocher in Germany, and he's kind of famed for being an asshole. That's his role. So he does all the things you shouldn't do, and that's his job. And he did something. He offended many people during the concert and afterwards because he wear a Rammstein t-shirt. Till Lindemann is an artist known by Rammstein. It's a heavy metal band, and they are also really famous in America, I think. And they are not like fascists or something like that. No, don't let's start this topic now. Okay, so it's just a band. Okay, so but what he did, he slept with minor girls, or at least with very young girls during his concerts or before. There were some drug parties just backstage, yeah, and some accused him of being an offender, an assaulter, like sexual harassment, and he was found not guilty, but not because everything is so fine, just because there's no evidence, so no one from the band members says something or told the truth, I think, because at the moment it's like, yeah, they did it, but the girls, if they were 18, they're old enough, and I don't know, it's like you can live like that, but you could live differently. And no matter this heavy topic, Oliver Pocher wore a shirt with Rammstein on it during the Taylor Swift concert. A safe space for girls and women, and that's a hard no-go. Even if you are a comedian famed for being an absolute jerk, But he did it, and you have the freedom to do everything except offending people or hurting them, and he did that in a very intellectual kind of way. If I'm allowed to use the word intellectual here, because it's just offending. Heavy rain. So you can see why I stopped using Space Knights, just dropped, and switched back to the menu. I did not realize that during my concert, and now it's there forever in the internet. I could delete it. Oh well. Okay. My micro changed everything. Yeah, it's the last 7 minutes. So I hope everybody has a good week. It's holidays here, so I can use my spare time streaming, producing, for everything, and I hope you do the same with your time. Do what you like, do what you love. Don't do nothing except for periods of time. That's totally fine, but don't waste your time doing nothing at all, just waiting for something to happen. I think that's the point where nothing will happen. Things happen outside and with other ones. Or, of course, if you're sociophobic, or if you have paranoia, or if you're not consuming internet, Netflix or series or Disney Plus. Also take your time and chat or interact with people, and even if it's gaming, you are interacting with someone, not computers, not AI. So I have the feeling we will communicate to AI a lot in our future. A lot. Like, only in the future. Yeah. There are already companies in China ruled by artificial intelligence. And that's the part where I think it's fine to be like that. Especially because managers are earning way too much money, doing way nothing. Perhaps for the shareholders, the stakeholders, the bankers, and themselves, of course, and the heritage families, but not for the workers, people. And they aren't to blame because firms, companies are constructed like this. Yeah, Skynet is coming. The chess computer killing us all, and we have built it. We will see. But at the moment we are using AI for graphics. Some of my emojis are AI generated. We use it for writing texts, for producing scientific articles, or at least correcting them, or rewriting them, because we are not allowed to make citations all the time. So, hey AI, rewrite this, please, and use words I use too, and make it different. My music is kind of AI, no? I use synthesizers and they do stuff. I have to use them. I have to program them. I have to overwatch them, and that's where we are bad at. human beings aren't good in controlling things in detail for a long time. Yeah, but perhaps that's why I try. It's very clever. What? The thought? Or Skynet? Because I think I don't hope. I'm naive. I'm a naive person. You can literally call me stupid because I always believe in the goodwill of people, like Good Will Hunting. Everybody has a talent and wants to give something back, to be loved and everything. There are exceptions, of course, but they shouldn't get the power. They shouldn't become so idolized. But they are, very often. Yeah, AI in general is very clever. That's right. And also it's not, because or let's say it's clever, but it's as clever as the data trained with it and the person who overwatched the data. Actually, there are debates about the fraud on human resources happened because of AI. Pictures, videos, everything, texts. AI was fed with content created by persons, and now it makes its own out of it, like copy pasting. There is this small little thing between 0 and 1, and it's not 0, it's not 1, it's I don't know, semi, half, unconscious, unknown, undecidable, untrue but not false. I really loved chatting with you today, and yeah, it feels right to stop talking German, so I will stay on to that. This weekend, next concert, and the Scribble Festival, the Squiz Fest, coming up on 18th of August. Actually, it starts earlier, but like 15th of August, and it's really like a huge 24/7 mind-blowing, ears-exhausting music adventure. It's like a travel, and I hope it will be nice. Yeah, about AI. Everybody knows just a little about it. Everybody who tells you he knows everything or nearly everything is a liar, because they are just feeding it. Even all the programmers at Google's places or Microsoft, they just feed this machine, and they program stuff, of course, but not the intelligence used by the machine, and that's the tricky stuff, right? Schedule conspiracy. Yeah, so thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks for writing. Now it's in the endless drift stream. It's a repetition now. So yeah, I really thank you for your time, everyone. Mr. Cookie was a new follower today, so I had fun. I hope you had fun too. And yeah, let's let's catch up this weekend for music, or next week for a little talk, and I wish you a good time. Love everybody. Thanks for your support, and Rundle, I really, really, really appreciate your effort. Thanks a lot. Have a good time. Bye. That didn't work as planned.